Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, leveling with the Druid. And that's right. As I'm sure you can tell by either the thumbnail or the title, I'm going to put it in there somewhere. We're down to the final 10 items. 10 items left on the Holy Grail, which is insane. Get this up to Players 8 before I forget. Yeah, super good, man. Honestly, I thought we were going to be going through it a lot quicker. I feel like there was a peak. You know, we got from like 100 items down to 20 in like 2 weeks. And the next 10 items were definitely slower. Ever since we found that Tyrael's Might, I think the game was like, I think you've been lucky enough. But either way, we're doing really well. We're going to have a stream tonight, the day that this video comes out. If you guys want to come see some live Holy Grail farming, come check me out. So we did make one change to the Druid here. I was getting real sick of having just the 2 rows with the Lenimo, so we put on the Blade Buckle. Pretty nice belt, honestly. Level 30, so we just narrowly avoided the level requirement there. Unfortunately, really nothing for the mercenary. I was looking through some of the mules. We don't really have a low level insight, and I'm not too worried about it anyways. It's not like we're going too crazy with mana here. I think Act 5 is probably going to be pretty straightforward. And then we'll make sure we get level 42 before we go to Nightmare. And I think I finally made up my mind. I think we're going to go Werewolf. I think we're going to do some shapeshifting, guys. Like, why not, right? Level 42 gets us a nice little helmet to increase some of the werewolf attributes. Let's go take a look at it. It is, of course, not that one, this one, Jalal's mane. So we'll get 2 shapeshifting, 2 druid skills. This helmet is absolutely disgusting, honestly. Like, this is, for level 42, this is a beautiful, beautiful helm. And then we have some other stuff. Gore Riders, Langham Hands, these are going to take a little bit more levels. Gold Lap. We're going to try to stack attack speed and just go full into Fury. I think that'll be pretty cool. I've never done a shapeshifting druid at all. From what I can tell, Fury is basically just Zeal. Like, I don't really see any difference between this and Zeal. Maybe the number of hits, I don't know. But for the first little bit, we're gonna do Fury. I feel like Rabies would be awesome. I just don't know how good it is. Maybe if you guys could leave me a comment, especially just for the start of Nightmare when stuff isn't as crazy strong. Would it be more worth it to go Rabies, maybe? I don't know. Maybe it'd be fun. I'm a big fan of poison damage skills, but they just always seem to be a little bit underwhelming. Sad reality. Either way, I'm excited to get a little bit of a switch up. I know since we started the Druid, I was talking about doing something other than Elemental. We did Fire all the way through for the Hardcore. Rest in peace to Hardcore Druid. He did die. And anytime I do an Endgame Druid, I'm always going win, so I really want to do something different. I really want to do shapeshifting. And hey, that's not limited to werewolf. That's not limited to werewolf. So if you guys have any recommendations for the bear druid as well, I feel like I want to try the werewolf first, but I'm not locked into it forever. Does that make sense? Do we not have... Where's Armageddon? Oh, we got it. F4. Gotcha. As we're just melting right now. I don't even think we're really that over leveled. Like level 31. It's a little bit high, but not really. That's actually quite nice. We'll keep that. Always so much going on with the fire. The Armageddon, the volcanoes, the Fisher. Yeah, very exciting. Of course, if you guys didn't see, we got the Barbarian Torch. Let's go. So we've completed every torch. And the next character after this one will be the Barbarian. And that'll be the last character that we need to level for the Holy Grail on softcore, which is phenomenal. I know I put quite a pause on making new characters, or, you know, leveling them. We've just been doing... I mean, mainly, honestly, we've been farming with the same 2 characters. It's been the Sorceress and sometimes the Paladin. But I've been trying to switch it up lately. We did a little bit of Mosaic Assassin farming, which is really fun. Absolutely destroys cows. That was good. But we went pretty dry with the cows. So I think we're gonna do some chaos for a little while. And then the whole point of getting these characters leveled is that once the barbarian is leveled, then we can do some trap, which will be really fun. I've never really done gold farming or horking or anything like that. You know, I played so much Diablo 2, but I never really ventured from the typical sorceress and Hammerden. Like, I just didn't, you know, it was just easy and strong, and it's all I ever wanted to do. So now I'm trying to deviate, you know. Obviously Mosaic has become a pretty quick fan favorite. So strong and really not that expensive to build. So really, really fun. It almost feels like cheating though. It's just so strong. Yeah, once we find the Death's Web, which is still on the final 10. Once we find the Death's Web, I'd love to do some poison necro farming. But I kind of refuse to do it without the Death's Web. I just feel like it's sadly so weak. Listen guys, we're coming up on 1,000 subscribers. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support. It's been absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, I started the channel in September, and honestly, you asked me back then, I was happy if I could hit 100 subscribers. So 1,000 is huge. We're definitely going to do a celebration. If you guys missed it, we did a celebration for 500 as well. We did a nice long 6-hour stream, played through Diablo 1, and I'm currently looking for some suggestions for the 1,000 sub special. So if you want to leave a comment, or there's also a community post that I put up. If you guys want to just leave me a comment and let me know what you guys would like to see for like an extended stream. And of course I can turn it into a video as well for anybody that can't catch the live stream. But yeah, so far we're looking at like some suggestions of some Diablo 3, some Diablo 4, some Diablo 1 again. Maybe just a challenge run that we do live. Maybe some variety content. You know, we talk about Final Fantasy a lot on stream, so I'm thinking about maybe doing something like that. Could be anything. Could be anything. I'm just looking to get some ideas, and I'll pick either the most popular or maybe just my favorite, and we'll do it up. Yeah, very, very crazy, very cool. Again, thank you so much, everybody that watches these videos and tunes into the live streams. You guys are the best. I think we've grown quite a nice community.
Hello.
Really cool. Can't wait to see where the rest of the year takes us. Man, we are getting levels really fast. We're already almost level 33. I love playing on Players 8. So much fun. When you're twinked. You know, when you have the gear for it. When you don't have the gear for it, it's a little bit slow. It's a little bit slow. We're gonna skip Anya for now. I'll probably come back and do it. I'm not really too worried about it. Like, our resistances are absolutely phenomenal right now. But we'll definitely get it done. Broadsword drop. The Druid can still find us. I mean, okay, in Hell, he can still find us quite a few things if we get lucky for the Grail, like the runes that we're looking for, Jawchem and Zod. But in Nightmare, there's still a lot of potential to find one exceptional item that we're still missing, which is the unique Grave Wand, which I believe is Graven Spine Wand. So I'm really hoping for that, either on the Druid or the Barbarian. It would be really cool to get it, you know, just through leveling. Mainly because I really don't want to have to farm Nightmare to target farm it, for lack of a better term there. It's not like we could necessarily target farm it, but at least removing the elite items from the pool of drops would make it a little bit easier to find. I was really hoping that we could kind of mix it in with getting some more SOJs, because if you guys don't know, we've only ever found one SOJ, and we immediately turned it into an Annie. Okay. The Annie didn't roll very well. But not only that, but we also don't have any SOJs. So I was planning, you know, let's do some Nightmare Andy, because she's the place to be for SOJs. But the sad part is that you can't actually drop the wand that we need. Yeah, the item level is higher than what Andy drops. And if we increase the drop on Andy by maybe making it a Terror Zone, then we open up more possibilities for unique rings, thus taking away the high chance of an SOJ. I was hoping we'd get like a 2 for there, but just didn't work out. Either way, hopefully we get lucky on the playthrough, and we don't have to worry about it. I don't know how much MF we're gonna have though. Like in Nightmare, with the gear that we're gonna be using for shapeshifting, probably not very high MF gear. But hey, MF is overrated. I wouldn't even worry about it. As we're just completely shredding these monsters, by the way, guys, this is like, holy moly, it's basically easy mode. And Al-Hazir is staying alive despite having 0 gear on him. Pretty phenomenal. Oh my god, dude, the maps have been just so clean. Okay, do we even need, like, I was gonna get some potions and stuff. I don't even know if we need that. Let's just give it a shot, you know? Oh yeah, baby. I'm hoping the only reason these guys aren't taking damage is because they're just standing still. And of course, if you guys know Fisher, they kind of have to be moving through to take damage. You know what? I should be using Firestorm here. I'm wondering if they just have super high fire res. Because that's obviously an option here, but it looks like we'll be alright. Yeah, this guy's probably got some really high fire res. I'm surprised that we're not doing any damage. Maybe not. Maybe he just needs to walk through. Yeah, it seems like it's the res. Damn. Not the biggest deal if we can't do it. Maybe I should have gotten some potions. It's unfortunate because the mercenary just doesn't really dish out any damage, right? The fact that he's just eating all of this though, not fantastic. We only have 1 health potion left. Only a few mana potions too. Okay. Let's see if we can't give just something to the mercenary. And we'll also just get some more potions just to make sure we can keep him alive. I think if he just had a little bit of damage, he'd help us a lot. So let's see, what level is he? That's funny. I think that's the first time I've ever really struggled on the normal ancients. And like, it could be a roll thing. Like, if you guys don't know, you could basically re-roll the ancients, then they roll with different auras, different resistances and stuff like that. I wonder, it's easier to see in Hell or even Nightmare because you can see the immunities, right? But I wonder if that applies to them in this case as well, in a case where they have resistances that aren't quite making them immune. Well, let's give him this. We'll put it to good use. I mean, it's something, right? Do we have anything that we could throw on him? I kind of cleared out the stash here. I'm thinking... Probably not. Maybe we just... See if we can just buy him something here? Like... Just literally a little bit of damage? Like, what would... 16 to 63? Okay, I mean... Yeah, sure. It's something. It's triple damage almost. Yeah, I don't know. Good luck, I guess. We'll give this a shot. I was thinking keeping him alive was a bad thing because they weren't moving through the fissure, but turns out it doesn't matter. Okay, was it Korlik? No, it was Talik that was giving us issues, right? Okay, we'll try to keep him alive this time. See what we can do. Okay, we got one. Oh, this looks much, much better. Yeah, sometimes re-rolling is just the way to go. He must have rolled with like 74% fire res or something, because that is a crazy difference. Wow. Silly ancients. Beautiful, okay. Who knows, maybe this just made a huge difference. This warrior's halberd. A true warrior. Very good. Like I said, we're gonna probably do some Baal runs until 42. I probably won't record it or anything. I'll probably just catch us up. Man, these maps, oh my god. So good. I'll probably just catch you guys up on the start of the next episode, but I want to get 42 so we can use that Jalal's and have some really good potential on the Shapeshifter. Could be fun. I'll have to look through the mules and see what other stuff that we can use. I think that the end goal for weapon is going to be Grief, which it's great. We have one. But until... What's that? Grief is a low rune, so that would be... Was that 55 for low rune? Something like that? Until then, until we can use that rune word, what do we use? I'm really not sure. But we'll look through the mules and we'll see what we have. I think basically anything that has decent enough damage and weapon attack speed will be good. I mean, honestly, maybe the attack speed doesn't even matter. I don't know. I don't know how Fury works. It's going to be a learning process, but that's okay with me. I feel like I've learned so much about a game that I've already played for 20 years. I feel like I've learned so much since starting the channel. Whether it's just because I've been playing some stuff I wouldn't normally play, or if it's, you know, with you guys always being super helpful, I'm super knowledgeable. I feel like I've learned quite a bit. I run out of stamina for real? Oh, here's a well, thank goodness. I have to keep our eye out for an insight base as well. Although again, if we're switching to werewolf, do we need an insight? I know I want to go Axu mercenary. I know I want the might aura. But do I want an insight, or is there something else that could help me? I mean, obedience would probably be pretty sweet, but again, that's a little bit farther down the line. I don't know, guys, if you have suggestions, I mean, I'm obviously just spitballing here, but if you guys have suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, maybe you guys just like watching me struggle, try to figure it out on my own. That's fine with me too. I'll have to try out a few different things. And I like doing this kind of stuff because you start to look at rune words that you never look at before. Like, maybe it's just me. Maybe you guys go through all the rune words and you know a lot better. But personally, I feel like I don't look at rune words enough. I use the ones that I know, and that's it. Which is kind of lame, right? So, yeah. I'm definitely excited to take a look at some stuff that I wouldn't normally use. And see if I can fit it in. eventually, hopefully we find that Cham rune that we still need for the Grail. I really want to use it for Metamorphosis and see how good that is with the Druid. It would be sweet if we could use it while we're leveling, like maybe I get a Cham rune sometime soon, fingers crossed. But it is a pretty high level requirement, so I don't even think we would use it for that long, if you know what I mean. Man, I've been leveling Armageddon here, but it's actually not a synergy to Fisher. Whatever, it's okay. We won't be using this for too long. Damn, our damage is so good, and this is players 8, right? Yeah. That's the one thing I'm kind of worried about with switching to Shapeshifters. I hope that it's not too slow. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest with you guys, I'm not really interested in a very challenging playthrough when it comes to leveling these twinked out characters. I don't want to just completely blow through, but I don't want to be like super slow, like I feel like I'm grinding. That's why we have the challenge runs, you know, I put a lot of time into those. So we'll see. But right now, definitely not too worried. Al-Hazir is going down. I feel like Baal might be a real pain in the butt here. But it is what it is. What's that? Level 37 already. That's going to be like maybe 1 or 2 Baal runs to get to 42. Not a problem. Ain't nothing but a thing. Okay, we should probably get some potions before we move on. I don't... Do we need Al-Hazir? You know what? We'll get him. We'll get him. I always forget that this is not... This is actually pretty good for gold find. I don't know if you use gold find grand charms like when you're gold finding or not. But we're gonna... we're gonna keep that. I always forget that we're not doing the challenge run. When I'm doing the challenge runs, I don't have a lot of gold usually. So when my mercenary's not like absolutely necessary, I don't bring them back. But we got all the gold in the world. Let's do this. Of course. Immediately. Okay, we do some good damage here. Nice, not bad. Okay. Let's get rid of this clone. The clones are so annoying. Definitely the most annoying Baal skill is the fact that he can clone himself. Really? How far do I have to be away?
Hello.
Despawning the clone has always been a challenge for me. I never know how far I have to be, or how long I have to wait. Looks like we got it that time. Come on, Armageddon. Rain down. Okay, we killed the clone mega fast at least. Come on. Hey. Easy. That wasn't too bad. Sweet, and we got a level of 38. Okay, so we only need a few more levels here. Awesome. Normal, complete. Oh, I'm like nervous. I'm nervous to change to shapeshifting. It's gonna be so weird. Feral Rage. Lots of lifesteal. Huh. I feel like fire claws would be cool, but we're trying to get away from fire, so maybe not. Hunger. I know shockwave is pretty commonly used because it stuns, which is probably a very safe skill to use. We're gonna have a ton of health. Yeah, and hopefully... Oh, so this is like Frenzy. I feel like a lot of these skills are very similar to other skills. Like Maul is like Frenzy, Shockwave is kind of like Warcry, Fury's like Zeal. Doesn't feel like a very original build, but the expansion, so it's building off of existing stuff. Awesome. Great. Well, like I said, we'll do a few more Baal runs, get to 42, and then in the next episode, we'll start Nightmare as a Shapeshifter. I gotta go through the mules and see what I have. It might be a little bit awkward for a little bit. It might, you know, we might not have like the best gear until maybe the 50s or 60s. That might be a huge power spike. But I always like that. I like getting the power spikes. I like feeling a little bit weak before we feel super strong. That way we kind of have, you know, something to be thankful for. Something to compare it to. Like, oh, it could be worse. Yeah. Awesome. Alright guys, if you're still watching, thank you so much for being here. Catch you in the next one. Shout out to the Double D lover members that you see on the screen, and of course a special shout out to Little Hoodison and Anna Varen for being Double D fanatics. If you guys want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. The link is in the description below. Thank you so much.